Hello Cancer, welcome back to my channel. If you're a returning subscriber, if you're new, welcome. This is a general reading for your sign, and I've already shuffled and laid out the cards, so let's have a look and see what's coming in for you. So first off, there seems to be it's either a relationship or it could just be a really contented feeling that you are experiencing at this time in your home life. You could also be moving or relocating or changing something in your home environment, which is going to be very helpful for you. So we have fourth house coming in here. Fourth house is everything to do with the home, the physical home, the actual structure. It's also where you are currently residing. It's the people in your home and the atmosphere in the home. It's also connections to family members. So this can be your roots, your foundation, your ancestry, your ethnic identity, and so on. So any one of those may be coming up, but I do feel it is relationship based. We have got here North Node, Life's Purpose. So this is a beautiful card to be coming in, and it's a very it's a card about positive karma. It's also about right place, right time. So it could very well be that you are perhaps relocating or looking for a new place, or changing something in your home environment. And this is saying that this is, a kind of like opening a door to the future for you. It's a very positive, karma coming back to you. You could also be attracting a soul family. So this could be a particular soul person, a soul bond, a soul mate, a partner, whatever is your situation. But this will be very deep, very special bond, and really it's got a lot to it, and there's fate and destiny involved. So it's very much about your what you've come to do in this lifetime. It could also be associated with other people that you are attracting to you at this time for your fourth house. So this could be people that are coming to work on your house, or people that are helping you with your home in some way. It can also be if you're sharing your place with other people, or a flatmate or something like that. It could be that you're attracting somebody who is actually going to be very helpful to you. You kind of have an understanding with them. There's a bond, some sort of connection, and we attract soul people, soul tribe, soul family to us at various times, and this is certainly going to bring that in. But it's also that, this is about forward progress. This is about, making, going forward into some big opportunity. It could be quite life-changing. That comes in. It can be really quite a change of direction for you. You may be changing places where you're living. You could be relocating altogether, or you could be going bigger or smaller, or whatever the situation is. But it's going to be good for you. It's entirely appropriate for you. And this is about the future. So you're going to be making memories there, and I feel that you're going to be enjoying this situation. Very positive card, this. It's about leaving the past behind and moving forward into the future. It's like a big door swinging open for you. It's like a yes card. It's a very, very powerful energy, but it can be life-changing as well. Now we have also got here Guinevere, true love. The romantic stirrings of your heart have propelled the universe to deliver great love to you. So it looks to me like you have somebody coming into your life, somebody special, somebody unique, somebody that's part of, either a soulmate, or it could be a family member, something that is really, really important, somebody that's really important to you. But if it's not about a partner, then this can also be about directing this true love to yourself. And this is saying that your romantic needs, whatever is your situation, your romantic needs may not have been met in the past. So this can be that you need to improve that in your home environment, and then that is what will attract the people that you need in your life at this time. So it's about making sure that you bring those qualities into your life. This is fresh flowers, candles, a sort of a really lovely, homely, welcoming environment which you enjoy being in, somewhere that you can't wait to get to, at the end of the day, or spend time in. So it's a lovely energy, but it is saying that there is somebody coming in who is, soul family or soulmate, somebody, a true love, and it's a special bond, and it's going to really bring this loving energy into your life, but also ensure that you are doing it for yourself as well. Romance is a concept that anybody can implement at any time. You don't have to be in a partnership to do that. You can do it for yourself. If you're going to have a nice dinner at home, make sure, that you've got your candles out, you've got nice music on, and whatever it is that you enjoy, you can do it for yourself. And that also creates an environment of love, and that attracts others straight away. But whatever it is, this card is definitely bringing fulfillment in for you. The North Node is about fulfillment. This is, bringing in, it's like I said, destiny or fate. So this is something to do with something really special falling into place in your life. Now we have also got ninth house coming in here. So ninth house can be about a number of things, but I think it's to do possibly with a trip of some sort of journey that you're going on. The ninth house can be about travel, and it's usually long distance or international travel, and you've got the water element card here, so this could be a journey across water. So I feel that's coming in, but it could also be an adventure of some sort that you are going on as well, or it could just be that you are taking time away and going on a journey just to recover and get your energies together. The water element card is a card of preparation before action. So you take a break, you pull back from whatever may be going on. There could be dramas around you, or there could be a lot happening around you, and sometimes you have like low energy when this card comes in. So it just depends on your situation, but it's about pulling back and going with the flow, but just enjoying some me time or some time in creative or artistic activities, and that is anything that is creative or artistic for you. So this can be painting, it can be any kind of creation which is helpful for you, which you enjoy. You could be writing, you could be doing poetry, you could be taking doing photography, whatever it is. It's something that is creative and artistic and something that's enjoyable for you, and you're going to get a lot out of that, and that's a way of like recharging your energy. It could also be about dreaming and planning, this card. So you could be planning something that you want to do, and this is the preparation phase. So you pull back to actually get things organized and do things, sort things out. Just be careful that you don't get taken advantage of in this phase. You will be sort of quieter and in a more compassionate sort of frame of mind. So this could be, other people may try to draw energy from you. So just make sure that you are, you've got good boundaries in place to give you that time and space to enjoy this phase. It could also be that if it's not involving a trip, although I do feel there is some of that coming in, because we've also got Mawu, Mother Earth here, so you are called upon to help with environmentalism. So this could be a career situation for you, or an interest for you, or just something that's going to give you a lot of satisfaction. So you could be traveling to somewhere, you could be going to Africa or somewhere in Africa. But it's also about connecting to the earth. So you could be going somewhere which is kind of off the grid or away from others. I mean, this could be a relocation for you. You may actually be going to live somewhere quite different from where you have been. But it's about getting close to the earth, gardening, or spending time on land or in nature, or in any kind of environmental activity that you want to support or you want to volunteer for, something that you want to get involved in. But it's saying that, helping Mother Earth at this time will be hugely beneficial. This could also be just within your own environment, within your own place where you're living. This can be recycling. This can be getting rid of toxic things in your home, and cleaning chemicals and things like that which are not serving you or the environment. So take a good look around and see what you can do to lighten your load, to walk softly on the earth. But as I say, it may involve a trip of some sort or some kind of adventure, or it could even be that you may be studying something of this nature, because the ninth house can also be about studying. So you may be interested in something to do with this, but it can also be about meditation and grounding yourself to recharge your batteries and to get in touch with that aspect of yourself. The ninth house can also be about teaching or writing or getting involved in publishing or some kind of promotional work as well. It's got that kind of it's the world outside of home. So it's something that's some sort of expansion with regards to communication or to meeting the world in some way. And so this could be study. It's normally higher level study, so this would be like university education or adult education, but it can also be about religious beliefs or just your faith or your beliefs in general. You might find that things are changing at this time, and you could just be retreating a little bit to let things blow over, because they've, you might find that things have been, quite sort of, there's been quite a lot of turmoil around you. Now you just need to retreat a bit or work on your own or just withdraw, and just go within. Whatever's unfolding for you in the 9th house, you won't, with the water element, you won't be able to necessarily apply logic. This is going to be purely instinct based. So go with the flow and go with your instincts at this time. The 9th house is about intuition as well. But make sure that you connect with the earth, or that you detox or clear up your environment, or where you're living or where you are going to be or where you may be going away as well. It's about connecting to the earth and grounding yourself. Now we do also have the 3rd house here. So the 3rd house is to do with communication of all kinds. So this can be written, verbal, body language. It's also to do with contracts and documents. So you could be changing your home or traveling or going to study something, and somewhere along the line there's something that needs to be sorted out or discussed, or exchange of ideas, the internet, electronics, all of this comes in here. This can also be short journeys or journeys by car. So you may travel somewhere away. It could even be somewhere like Africa, and then you travel by car in local, travel around, and it's something that requires a map or some sort of planning. And this could very well be something to do with your studying or what you're interested in, or you're just taking a break, whatever the situation is. But all of these things come in with the 3rd house. It can also be communication with family members. And this can be general relatives, aunts, uncles, cousins, siblings, and even neighbors as well may be coming in as well, especially if you're changing your home in some way. So all of these come in. But we have got here grand trine blessings coming in. So this is saying that something is coming in. This is reward for effort. This is something that you have been working on, or something you've been quite consistent about, also with the water element card. So this could be something that you have been working towards, and now you're starting to reach completion or closure to do with something in the 3rd house. So something is closing out or completing. It could also be that you are reaching a sort of a very harmonious or contented phase in your life, because you've passed something now. So it's a very harmonious, very good energy for flow. It's also saying that any barriers or sort of obstacles that you've had in this house, whether it's communication, contract, or document related, or sort of short journeys, it could have been a delay that you were facing, or it could have been communication with other people around you at this time. It's saying that those barriers or obstacles will dissolve, or will be removed in some way. They'll just kind of drift away, or you'll be able to flow around them and move forward. It can also be that with this, the grand trine is also about aspects of yourself, sort of talents and abilities that you have, or skills that you have that you haven't really utilized properly. This could be an inherent skill or talent that is, you can do it. It could be something that you haven't really focused on, or you could have just been a little bit complacent about it, or even lazy. Sometimes that comes in with the grand trine. So it could be something that you just haven't focused on because you were busy with other things, and something else that was you felt was more supportive of you at the time. But something is going to stir this into action, and this is about those talents and abilities and skills rising up in you. With the grand trine, as I said, complacency can be an issue. So make sure that you stay focused on your goals, or whatever it is that is going to get activated at this time, and make sure that you stay on track, and don't slip off or become complacent, or just lose touch or lose sight of what it is that you were aiming for. This is something you've got to steer your ship. You have to still apply work. You still have to work towards the goal, but it's saying that there's flow now, and that a lot of obstacles and issues that you may have been facing will be removed or dissolved, or you will flow around them, but you've still got to steer your ship. Okay. but there's definitely some reward or some success or completion coming in for you here. Now, we've got Tamara guiding children also falling into here. So you are good at helping, counseling and healing children. Use your skills to help children now. So this could be the skill or talent or ability that you have, which you've kind of almost taken for granted. It's coming up, or it's going to be needed at this time. So whether this is your children or other children that you are associated with this at this time, with the 9th house, you could be a teacher or you could be teaching. That does come up. Or you may be studying something towards that and children are involved. Take it as it resonates, but it's saying that you have an ability in this department, and your skills are going to be needed right now. You could also be bringing environmentalism or issues to do with nature and looking after the earth may come into that as well. You could also be writing a book. So, there's lots of ways that this can be coming in, but it's about communication being the 3rd house. And it could also be, as I said, with your own children. You may need to be communicating with them directly about something. You may be assisting them with something, or you may be guiding them in some way, or you've had an obstacle around your children and now you're overcoming this and moving forward. So it's like communication is coming up and you're moving forward. It can also be to do with your own inner child. It could be that some aspect, some part of your inner child was kind of silenced or kind of put on the back burner or wasn't heard, and now it's being heard, because the 3rd house, as I said, is about communication. So this can be hearing news. You could be hearing news to do with your children, or you could be hearing news from your internal self. In other words, something is coming up. And you're hearing it, or you're something that is being expressed, and it could be that your inner child is now speaking up, and you could also be overcoming something with the Grand Trine. You could be now completing a phase or completing something, or you're reaching some sort of contentment, inner contentment as well. So just take it as it resonates for you. But whatever it is, there is some kind of reward for effort coming in here, as I said. So it's saying here, 9 of autumn, reward yourself for all your hard work, being happily and successfully self-employed, cherishing your time alone. So not all of those are going to apply to you, but the 9 of autumn is very much about being self-sufficient, independent in yourself. And this is where the self-employment comes in, but it can also be about being single or spending time alone, which may be necessary. Now, with the water element card, spending time alone can sometimes come in where you're working on a project and you need to complete it, so you need to just withdraw. So it could be that. It is also the ultimate singles card, so you could be single, or it could be that you are going into some sort of area where you are going to be successful, but it's very much self-reliant, it's something that you are putting in place and you are working very hard towards. And this is about being very satisfied and fulfilled, okay? Very satisfied and fulfilled with what it is that you have done, enjoying the fruits of your labors, enjoying abundance, and making the best use of whatever is coming in for you. Now, with the Scorpio transform card, which is coming in for you, this does kind of come in also with the Sedna infinite supply. So you are supplied for today and all of your tomorrows. So it could be that you may be worrying a little bit about finance, okay? So you may be a bit concerned about that, and maybe you're working very, very hard to make sure that you never are without. But you need to just let go of that kind of burning the candle at both ends, or constantly worrying, or constantly, but working, and not giving yourself a break, because you're going to need to do that at some point. But this is saying that to tap in to the abundant energy which is free in the universe. We are all born abundant, even though the world, our programming, our conditioning doesn't allow that to come out necessarily. You have to believe in it, okay? So believe that this is an abundant universe, and that you will always have, your needs will always be met, okay? So you will have enough to eat, you will have what you need, you will have food on your table. So let go of that kind of poverty consciousness, or constant fear of lack, or just being concerned about things and therefore putting double the amount of effort in. You know what I'm saying? So just tap into this abundance and have belief that there is abundance and that you will have everything that you need. This could be something like a hidden fear which is driving your ambition at this time. There's nothing wrong. This is a beautiful card. It's about enjoyment and fulfillment. But don't allow any hidden fears or things to rise up in you to drive that kind of pushing yourself to your limits sort of thing. You want to be able to air these, anything that's coming up at this time. It could be to do with that, transforming some aspect of your financial world. It could also be, because Scorpio, this rules the 8th house, so this could very much be to do with finance. You could be receiving finance coming in, or you could be involved with that at this time. The Grand Trine energy and the water element energy is saying that you could also be asking for finance to start something or to do something. So you could be asking for a loan or getting some sort of benefit or applying for some benefit, and that's got a good indication that will come in. So this may be why there's a financial aspect here. But if this is relationship based, this can also be the rising up of sexuality, the regeneration or renewal of that. Perhaps you're meeting somebody who's important to you in that regard, or that's stimulating this. But there can be regeneration and renewal here as well. It's a very powerful card. It's also saying that whatever you have worked on here, or whatever you are working on here, just protect the fruits of your labors. Take steps to protect that and lock in your security. We have also got here Ace of Winter. So don't be deterred by challenges along the way. It's important to communicate clearly and accurately amazing new ideas that should be implemented. So I do feel that this is also to do with it could be your 9th house, but also your 3rd house. So this could be 9th house as in transmission of ideas or writing or teaching or, meeting the world in some way. It could also be, as I said, travel related. You could be journaling, or you could be a journalist or something like that. The 3rd house is also about communication, and this is highlighted here. So don't be deterred by challenges. The Scorpio can bring in challenges, okay? It's important to communicate clearly and accurately, which is the 3rd house. And also you may be hearing or receiving input or insight from yourself, which is about a really great idea that you can implement at this time, something that is going to, stand you in good stead. And the Ace of Winter is always about communication, but it's the winter is also about the air element, which is about the mind. So using your mind to really get your point across and to communicate or to study or whatever it may be. But you've got really good ideas, and communicating about them is really going to move your case forward. It can also be that with certain things to do with teaching or learning or contracts and documents, or to do with your home situation, you may need to sort of delegate your energies as well, so that you are not overwhelmed. Okay, make sure that you don't get overwhelmed, because there could be quite a bit happening here at this time. Okay, Cancer, I hope you enjoyed that. Please stay on for the love reading, which will follow now. Please don't forget to like and share, or like and subscribe, and I will see you next time.